What's up, guys? So I have a short unboxing video for you today. This came in the mail yesterday, but I was busy working and I didn't get a chance to unbox it. But I did post on my Instagram and ask people to guess what it was. I had a lot of good guesses. I think there were 3 people who guessed correctly, and shout out to HawkeyeSTiGuy because he was the first person to guess it correctly. But I had some people say that it might be a roof rack or a tow hitch. I think they got thrown off by the U-Haul box. It's not from U-Haul, it was just the box that the seller used to package my item. I also had people guess that it might be a radiator or a front mount intercooler, which no, it's not. I have no desire to go front mount, and my current top mount is more than capable of handling the horsepower that my car is making. And I already discussed in other videos why I don't want to go front mount. And I also had people guess that it was a front splitter, and that is also incorrect. So I will tear into this in a minute, but I cannot tell you how excited I am to finally have this in my possession because it is a custom built part. And the fabrication on it took about 3 to 4 weeks, which isn't terrible. But then FedEx, they kind of lost it, but not really. I guess for whatever reason, the driver didn't put it on the truck. I don't know if he didn't pick it up or if it was misplaced or what. But it was a screw up on FedEx's behalf to where it didn't get on the truck and it didn't get shipped out. The seller shipped this out the week of May 8th, and it is now June 20th was yesterday. So it took like 6 weeks to get here, and it was a lot of back and forth between me and FedEx and the seller and FedEx didn't want to admit that they screwed up, but they totally screwed up. So that's all I'm going to say about that, but I am very happy to finally have this in my possession after waiting nearly like 2 months, I think it's been. So the reason I'm actually making an unboxing video for this part is because I'm very excited about it, and I think you guys are going to be too. This is going to be a pretty big change for the car. So with that being said, let's cut into this. So the first piece is this right here, and I think this very well may give it away. This is made of plastic, by the way, but we're gonna set this over here, and here you go. As HawkeyeSTiGuy correctly guessed, this is a rear diffuser for my car, and I'm gonna set this down. And there's also a hardware package in here, which I'm going to open up in a minute. But this is from Con10der8 on Instagram. Be sure to check him out. I'll put his info in the description down below as well as on the screen. If you are looking for a rear diffuser, I definitely recommend checking him out. This is made out of plastic. I'm not sure exactly what kind of plastic, but it seems to be plenty durable. So I think this is going to be just fine, and it's going to hold up well. I don't expect it to break because the current diffuser that is on my car, my DIY rear diffuser, if you haven't seen that video, you can check it out. That is made out of foam board and some fiberglass resin. So that is basically why I'm replacing this. My DIY rear diffuser has held up valiantly, if I could say so, for the last 3.5 years. It's been through 4 harsh winters, but it's time to replace it. It is showing signs of wear. It is starting to delaminate a little bit. It's been smacked off the ground probably 6 times over that span. So I figured it was time to get something a little bit more professional, a little bit more resilient, and I'm upgrading to this. So I do stand by my rear diffuser video. I still think that is an amazing option for the price. Speaking of price, this was $250, so it's still very reasonable. And the main reason that I even started looking into building my own rear diffuser in the first place is because most of the diffusers out there were upwards of $500. A lot of the FRP stuff was about $500 plus shipping, and the quote-unquote carbon fiber diffusers were up in the $700 range. And I use air quotes for carbon fiber because most of those are fiberglass, and they'll put one simple sheet of carbon over the finish so that it has a carbon fiber look to it, but the whole diffuser itself is not carbon fiber. They're usually fiberglass. So this here was $250, which is, I think, very reasonable. That was $250 shipped, which is awesome. And in here, we have some hardware. So we have some brackets, looks like some nuts and bolts and screws. I think I'm going to pass on the screws. I love that he included them, but I actually have rivets, and that's what I used on my current rear diffuser. I'm a huge fan of rivets, by the way. So I'll probably use those. And these are side fins, which you'll see once I actually mount it on my car. Or if you go over to his Instagram, he has plenty of pictures of cars with this diffuser mounted, so you could see those there. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to get to installing this. A quick update on my car. I am still waiting on my block to come in. I called the shop earlier today and they tried to contact IAG. So I should be hearing shortly when it's coming in, but I would expect it to be either by the end of this week, it is Wednesday, or next week. The end of next week would be 4 weeks from the time that I ordered it, which is their manufacture time. That's when it should be expected. So depending on what goes on with my car, it might be going down to the shop very soon. But before PVGP, I'm pretty sure I'll get this mounted. It shouldn't be a hard install at all, but I will definitely make an install video because I always do. But I am very excited to finally have a full-size rear diffuser. That piece over there actually goes on the driver's side of the exhaust, on the far left side of the car, if you're looking at the back. And this covers the rest of it. So as you can tell, it is much bigger than my DIY rear diffuser, and I am very excited about that. But I cannot wait to get this on my car, and I just wanted to make an unboxing video for you guys because I wanted to share this glorious moment with all of you. So if you're not following my Instagram, check it out. It's at HawkeyeSTiGuy. If you're interested in rear diffusers, go check out Con10der8 on Instagram. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.